in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. In top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. In top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Washington Commanders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he fires one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback
quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Fourth down, Heineke. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Looking to throw. Heineke rolling to his right. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. We're scoreless after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes going to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
That one caught by the tight end Bates. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Heineke. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Here I come. Mike 52. I know he ain't got it.
Now Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
On 1st down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Heineke now. Throw to the flat here for McKissick. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Final play of the half here. Heineke. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but... Not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
Mahomes now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They'll go again with McKissick. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Heineke throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. First down, Heineke. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defenses. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flush to his, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Thomas has got it, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3rd and long for Heineke. He's got Gibson on the out route. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
They'll go with a keeper. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. John Bates, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mahomes to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So a victory here for the Commanders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got on the ring stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Throwing to start out is Heineke. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And the play fake, and now Heineke. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And now it's a bootleg with Heineke sliding out of the pocket. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Heineke to throw for it on fourth down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Boston Scott, his first carry. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Hurts. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes a flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
On third and short to give to the tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Heineke. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Heineke's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends and what?
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. On the carry, this is Scott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Hurts.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching?
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Heineke.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long.
They'll set up a throw. Step, and he's going to go down again. Javon Hargrave. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
Now Heineke on 4th down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
38 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 39,
Heineke.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. On 4th down, they snap it to Heineke. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, I'm up there.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Heineke again. Off to Thomas on the left side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Heineke. And returns it right back to Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. John Bates, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's me, baby. Turn it up, turn it up. Ready? What we got? What we got? What we got? Check it back. Check it back. Cut 19. Cut 19.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 70 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Hurts will throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Here's Antonio Gibson. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Heineke's throw taken in by Samuel. He's got room past the 30. Now he's free to midfield. Past the 20. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 92 yards. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins, 70 yards.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And it's wide right. No good. Oh, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen able to get him for a loss of about 3. They'll run with Scott. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 27. They go again with Scott, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Heineke. Samuel bringing in the slant.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Heineke.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Again, it's Heineke.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Heineke.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
4th down, Heineke.
And Thomas has it.
And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
At their own 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they take a knee. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And they will take a knee here. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Heineke. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
43. We got it. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end.